Excellent. Cut that right off, no problem at all. Hey everyone, it's the Eclectic Handyman, and what do we have here today? Another Craftsman battery operated brushless tool. Right here we have the 4.5 inch small angle grinder, as they say, with the tool only. And the reason that I bought it is because I have a air tool version of this that I didn't use for years and years, and then found it to be particularly useful, especially on the deck. Had to cut off some nail heads and some other things. So I hadn't used it for years, and then all of a sudden I'm like, this thing's pretty nice. Now this is just a cutoff wheel. This can act as a grinder or a cutoff wheel, and that's what I've bought for it. We'll get into that in a minute. I didn't ever think I would get this, and now here I am with it. So we've got the brushless version. Now some people ask, what's the difference between a brushless Craftsman tool and the brushed ones? The brushless tools are going to cost you a little bit more. They have more power. They're better on the battery, so you're going to get more life out of it. And again, that's why you're paying a little bit extra. If there is a brushless and brushed version of a tool, I usually pay the extra $20 or $30 to get the brushless version. As always, you're going to get that 3-year warranty. It's going to use the Craftsman V20 line of batteries, so I've got a couple of those lined up here. We'll talk about those in a minute as well. Some of the features on it on the back here. Let's start with the RPM, so the no load RPMs. You've got 8,000 right here, already mentioned. It's a 4.5 inch wheel size. It has the brushless motor, paddle switch on it. That'll be great. It has the tool-free guard that can be rotated, as well as a handle. We'll look at that. This also is part number, the CMC G451B. Now, I want to tell you about that. Year to year, these will increment by one or change, but overall it's pretty much the same model with very little changes. So if it's not that exact part number, look around, you can find as well. All right, let's get this out of the box. Instruction booklet, as always. Always pretty nice with most of these Craftsman tools. You don't have to do too much as far as setup or assembly. So I've got the main tool itself. Now, it feels like it's pretty heavy on where the motor and the wheel is, but once we put the battery, this will balance out nicely when you start thinking about things like fatigue. And then we have a handle. So let's see how this handle works and the operation. Ooh, one other nice thing right here. It looks like it does come with a grinding wheel in the kit, which is great. I didn't buy one. I just needed it to do some cutting. So it wasn't apparent that it was going to come with one. And there we go. We do have a grinding disc. That's fantastic. So I know I'll need this in the future as well. One other quick tip, tape the receipt to it or write with a Sharpie the date that you bought it on there. Save these boxes in your basement or storage for 3 years, and then you can feel free to get rid of them. That way, if you ever do need to send them back to Craftsman, it's kind of hassle-free. You can just take the whole thing and say, here, I've got everything you need. All right, this is gonna be pretty straightforward. As far as the handle, it screws in 3 different positions. You can do it from the left, you can do it from the top, or you can do it from the right. And the idea behind that is whatever's comfortable for however you're using it. Maybe you're grinding from the top, maybe from the right, maybe you're doing a cut off, you know, something like this, so you're just driving it through. So this is going to be easy enough to move it around. Take note, inside the handle, there is a wrench to hold the arbor in place, so that way we can put on the wheel as needed. And here is the lock for the arbor. We'll put that on in a second. We have the toggle operation with the safety lock mechanism right here. So you got to push that down in order for it to operate. And also for this, you just can undo the latch and we can move it into different position. Again, if you're doing a cutting, and that's, you can also remove it. If you line up these arrows right here, you can take off the guard. So when you line up the 2 arrows, you can remove the blade guard if needed. But otherwise, you would just leave it on the tool, get it into whatever position that you wanted, and then you can just lock it into place. No tools needed for that operation. To get the blade on, we'll go ahead and press the arbor lock button, similar to how if you had like a circ saw or something like that, we can remove the nut that's retaining it. I got some of these DeWalt Elite cutting wheels. That's what I'm going to be using today, so I'll go ahead and put that in place. I'll tighten it down, and then I will use that included wrench to go ahead and tighten it. Easy does it. There we go. We're all set with that. Well, I'm screwing the handle in for the position that I want, which will be on the side here for using that as a cut off. I've got some holes for a closet that I'm doing that are too long. They're made to be cut. This is going to be the perfect tool for it, as well as these closet brackets that just happen to be a little too long. So I need to cut off these tabs right here and actually round them out, and then I'll put a little white paint on the end. It's projects like these that all of a sudden these tools show up and become useful. So when it comes to the battery, one of the things about an angle grinder is that high RPM motor that is constantly going. You're going to need to pack a punch with a decent battery. Now what I've got here is a 4 amp battery and the 9 amp, the biggest one that they make for the Craftsman V20 line. I highly recommend, if you're going to use this tool a lot, that you probably invest in one of the 6 or 9 amp hour batteries at a minimum of 4. I wouldn't even touch using this with one of those little pancake 2 or 2.5 amp hour batteries. They're just not going to pack the punch you need for either grinding or cutting of metal. So make sure that you get a good battery fully charged like this, and you'll be good to go. I'm going to go ahead and use the 9 amp again. You should be solid with the 4 or somewhere in between. So let's just go ahead and test the operation. I'm just going to slide that battery in the bottom here. And again, you've got the safety mechanism on the side, so you're not going to be able to accidentally start this. You can push that back. It feels really solid. Now it's time to get it outside and try it out on some of those closet poles. Let's go check it out. All right, I'm all set up here. I've got my Elite cutting disc in here already set up. And now I want to cut this closet rod. It's 1/8 inch steel tubing, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Let's go ahead and try this out and see how it performs. There we have it. It did a great job, really easy. Let's do one more. Excellent. Cut that right off, no problem at all. Nice opportunity as well to use the included grinding disc to clean up these ends. Let's go ahead and do that. Perfect. Looks great, nice and smooth, flush cut. Now I want to try it on these closet brackets right here at the end. I need to cut these tabs off. This is about an 1/8 inch thick, so we'll go ahead and give it a go. I've also moved the handle up so it's not in the way of these clamps right here. And let's try it out. Well, that made light work of it, and it's no problem at all. So this really cut through nicely, and the tool did its job. After all that cutting on this 9 amp battery, still at about 2 bars, so it depends on the job that you're doing. But again, if you're using half of that, you probably want to have a backup battery ready. Hopefully you found this helpful. I found this a great deal at $99, much more portable than having to get the air compressor out and hook it up for my other air grinder, and I'll be able to use this for several projects just like this. If you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up. Check out the other videos on the channel. Until next time, this is the Eclectic Handyman. We'll see you later.